Alright, welcome to the video. So, as I said, if you know me, I mentioned this well enough. I'm not a big fan of low content books for many reasons. And we explore in other videos that it's something to do with the margins, that the money, you don't make enough money in order to be profitable. Nonetheless, there's always someone who's able to make some money out. And if you think that you are one of those, I might help you out, just give you some interesting keywords that you can try your luck on. I wouldn't put my effort into it, but let me just give you some ideas. So the first one, the good thing about low content keywords is that if you are a creative person, you can come up with keywords on your own, just like this. Like, you think about stuff and most likely you can just add coloring book after and you'll be able to come up with a peculiar keyword that it might not be explored, or it might be profitable already, or it might not even exist, and you might be able to start a new trend. So that's a good thing about low content books, especially coloring books. So I was just thinking about this video and I thought, oh, let me just open up a few different keywords and have a look. So one of them I was looking at, it was tattoo coloring book. Obviously, tattoos are very common. There's a lot of people who's got tattoos, and a lot of people, they like tattoos. So let's have a look what we got here. So I opened this up. I went to paperback. As usual, guys, I'm using my tools to understand what the BSR, but with this particular video, we're just going to have a look if there is some low BSR, low content book. Now, this one is 4,000 in books, but is not a self-publisher like me and you. It's a publishing house, so we're going to leave that on the side. This one is someone that is a self-publisher, but has been here for a long time and is very profitable, but it's from 2021. I mentioned this in the past. So you might be able to be successful if you have history with low content book. That's why it might take you a very long time before you start becoming successful with low content book. Like, this person is successful now, but this book has been there from 2021. And obviously it's got loads of reviews and loads of success. Nonetheless, look at this guy, 33,000 in books with not the greatest cover ever made. And it's got 170 reviews, which is good. That's 100 plus reviews is always a good thing. With 33,000 in books, pretty good. This one is not a self-publisher. We'll just leave it on the side. This one is not so profitable, so we'll leave it there. And also with this price, where are you going? Not great. This is not great too. This one is, but this is not, I know it says self-publisher, but this person is a well-known, well-established publisher in the coloring books niche. This one's 63,000 in books. Not bad, but $6.95 is not the greatest price. And then what we got, let's have a look. This is not particularly great. 63,000, this one. Again, Rockridge Press is not a self-publisher. So you could try your luck on this one. Oh, this one will give you some hope. Look, this is not the greatest cover here, and is not the greatest title and subtitle. It's very poor. So it only got 14 reviews and is 77,000 in books. I believe this is because of the price. Obviously, look at that, $4.99. It's probably not making any profit at all, but it's on the first page. You could be there too. Now, if you play your game a little bit better, maybe you get here with 50 reviews rather than 14, and you do a better title and a better subtitle and a better cover. Again, time is going to be your time spent, and all the time of you giving it to somebody as a brief in order to get what you want. If you're creative, most likely you might be able to enter into this and be able to make some money. So again, I wouldn't put $4.99, at least $6.99, $7.99, even if it's a low content book. Look at this, $7.20. Let's have a look at what other things I was looking while I was preparing for this video. Look, this is another one. Food and sweet coloring books. This is massive. Look at this. The reason why I opened this up is because I went to the bestseller list of the books, and this was there. 296 in books. It's selling like a hell. And obviously, it's always the same person. This Coco Wire. This is, it reinforced my theory. This is somebody who's been publishing for years on coloring books, and now he or she's reaping the benefit out of it. 296, a lot. Although with this price, imagine if it was 296 in books and $17.99 rather than $7.99. It's okay. She's got loads of, or he's got loads of books. So this is another one. This is a self-publisher, 300,000 in books, not great, but only 5 stars. But it's on this page. This is the first page of this food and sweet coloring books. That's the good thing about low content books. You can come up with things, and you will see when I open the other pages that I open, I'll just come up with it, just adding coloring book next to it. Like food, drink, and sweet. If you think about this, it's not really a logic thing. Animals is more logic. You're coloring animals if you're a kid or something, like funny farm animal, like this one here. But this one, wow. So there's a lot of potential there in that sense. Look at this, cute and sweet coloring books, 7,000. Now, sorry, 5,800. Not bad. This one is like, this cover is awful. It's not really good, is it? It only got 6. I know it's 164,000, but it's still selling probably one copy every couple of days, every 2-3 days. It's sponsoring. This is pros and cons. All on this book, I can tell pros and cons. First of all, I love farm animal coloring book for children aged 3 to 10. The title is not great and the subtitle is even worse. The cover is not nice at all whatsoever. It's only got 6 reviews and not even great, to be fair, 4.4. You see that? It's been publishing since September and it's 164,000. So it's selling one copy every 2-3 days. But a $5.99, and it's sponsoring as well. I'm pretty sure this person is spending more money than the one that is making. But hey, actually, let me open this up out of curiosity. I want to see what was his historical. So if I scroll down, A+ content, is an independent publisher. He even got a video ads. Jesus, this person really invested a lot of money on this book, and I don't think he's reaping the benefit very much. So all time, let's have a look. Thanks to Helium 10, I can see that sometime it went down to 40,000. So ups and down, but I can't see a straight line, if you know what I mean. Sometimes it's been selling and sometimes it's not been selling. So sometimes it was like 700,000. So I don't know at the end of the year if this guy would make enough money to break even, to be fair. He's clearly trying because he's sponsoring it as well. But $5.99, if we calculate 107 pages, 8 by 5 by 11 at $5.99. So 8 by 5 by 11, 107 pages, $5.99. That's the price. So it's taking home $0.75, guys. So with the current BSR, I don't even want to get the current BSR. Let me just see his best BSR. When was it? 64,000. Let's have a look at this. 50,000. Let's say his best BSR was 50,000 BSR, 6 per day. This was his best shot. 6 per day, 0.75. So 6 times 0.75, guys. Look at this. This is $5 times 30. Even if he had a consistent month at 50,000 of BSR, he would have get $135. You understand? I'm not saying this is an example of what I always say. Low content is difficult. Anyway, I'm just trying to give you positive stuff here, not negative. So, but this, it could be a food and sweet coloring books. Like this could be way better. You know, you could improve it. Title, the subtitle, everything. You put more reviews over there. Come on, guys. Just get some reviews. Get over 20, 30, 40 reviews before you publish. Anyway, let's move on. Check this out. Let's have a look at this one. Basketball. I was thinking about basketball because I just went down to the garden and I got basketball there for my dog. And I thought, oh, let me see. I'm sure there's some basketball coloring book. And guess what? Boom, I just put that in. Basketball coloring book. So a publisher like me and you, 77,000 in books. $9.99. That's already a better price, I would say. It's been publishing for the last 2 years, almost. Look at that. 2 years. And he only got 15 reviews. This is what amazed me about low content books. Sometimes they selling with very low reviews. So I'm thinking, how better could it be this one if he had 50 reviews more, if he had 65 reviews or something? This could just jack up from 77 go down to maybe 20,000 or something. Look at this, 200 reviews and 254,000. Clearly the cover is not working. Cara del Monico, whatever. Cora del Monico. Your cover is not good. You need to change it. Basketball coloring books and more. What kind of title is that? Be more specific, guys. Even that. You still have to do your job and do your research, even a buyer persona stuff in this sort of thing. Now, let me tell you something. It looks like this has been publishing since 2019. So maybe this person at some point was selling like a hell. I don't think so with this cover. But anyway, my creativity just made me think, oh, basketball. Let me see if there is anything to do with basketball. And there's obviously something there. Now, look at this one. Basketball coloring book. 15 reviews with 3.9. It's terrible, is it? And it's 26,000 in books. Now, it won't make a huge amount of money because it's $7.99. But hey, guys, if you want to spend your time doing this, you be my guest. There is something here. There is some money to be made if you want to. That's another one. There you go. Basketball logos, coloring books. Now, I will be careful with this one because maybe there's some trademark stuff over there. But this is sponsoring. Look, 2 reviews and it's sponsoring. Let me just open this one. I shouldn't really because I'm going to make him pay for a click. But what I want to see is BSR. I can't see his BSR from there. What is it? 1,349,000. And he's paying ads. He's doing ads. He's sponsoring ads. So he's spending more. Hey, whatever. This could be an option anyway. This could be a profitable keywords for low content books. Let's have a look at something else. Capybara. That's another one. I had a friend of mine that I used to work with 25 years ago, and he was mad with capybaras. He really liked the animal. And I thought, oh, I remember it was a cute animal. Look at that. Capybara. Cool. Coloring book. 44 reviews. Self-publisher. 6,000 in books. This is making something at $7.99. So this is one. Then you got this one, 50,000. So the more cute are these animals, or the cutest they are, the things that you're thinking about a coloring book, probably the more chances they have to sell. It's easier to find low content keyword profitable from my perspective. It's just a little bit more difficult to get and make money into it. Now, it's all about your creativity. And I think, obviously, if you got a lot of creativity and a lot of time on your hand, you can try. I wouldn't, but you can. Now, what else? Capicozy, look at that. 35,000 in books. Can you see this? But it's $4.99. But it's got 12 reviews only. Imagine, put everything together. Put something with a lot of reviews there, a good subtitle and a nice cover and everything. Maybe, rather than $4.99, you can sell at $6.99, $7.99. And you start making a little bit more than $0.75. You might make in $1.50 or $1.99. You have to really put the price up, but that's another one. Look, 15 reviews. Can you see that? That's this one, 2 reviews, 18,000, 2 reviews. Can you see this? Yep. Oh well, that's another one. I'll give you some food for thought here. Let me just have a look at another one that I open up. Oh no, this one was coloring book. I was ready to get. Let me just. I had few of them here. Let me. Oh, this one. I was looking at this one. Cat's Moment. No, it wasn't Cat's Moment. It was. Oh, you know, I remember what that was. I was scrolling down here and having a look, and at some point, I've seen which one was it. I'm at page 5. Let's have a look. So I was already 4 or 5 pages in. I remember. There you go. Stoner Life. Look at this. Stoner Life. 2 reviews. 8,000 in books. And I thought, come on, that's impossible. $7.99, 2 reviews, and 8,000 in books. That's a lot. So then I thought, I think this Ikaru Kots. And I opened her up and I've noticed that she's got loads of titles. She's got 36 books. And all of they doing like she's making 1,000 and 1,000 and 1,000. Dozens of thousands per month with her books. So she's a specialist on this. Although she's a self-publisher, she's making millions with these books. She's got 36 of them, and look at the BSR. The first 4 are less than 1,000. Then these 2,000, 1,000, 5,000, 6,000, 11,000, 8,000, 15,000, 16,000. What does it tell you? It tells you that you can make money, but this person has been doing it for a long time, and that's why it's successful. They're creating a brand. They're creating something around there. You're not going to just jump in and be able to do, with 2 reviews, 8,000. People, she's got a follow, or he or she's got a follow. So, interesting. Let's have a look at the other one that I was... So, fashion coloring books. That's another one. That's the thing, guys. You can come up with... If you can just come up with things and see if they are profitable. Like 69,000. This is not great, is it? This is not great. The cover is not great. It's got one review, and the title and the subtitle is not really good as well. And 69,000 is selling 1 or 2 copies per day. That's something. 7.99. Now, if he's able to improve any of these aspects, included the review, maybe if you start having a social proof of 50, 60, 70, get past 100 reviews, and you do a better title and you change a better cover, that's it. 69,000 might be go down to 20,000. Who knows? And then you start building up your thing. Obviously you're gonna invest something. You have to invest something. You have to treat it like a business, guys. Otherwise, it won't happen. So while I was here, I'm in coloring books. I was just thinking about some mushroom, because I like mushroom to eat, like risotto with mushroom, pasta with mushroom. And I'm thinking, let me see if there is any mushroom coloring books, just out of curiosity. That's what you can do with low content, but you can come up with things that you're thinking, let's see. And there might be a niche, there might be a profitable thing for that. Look at this. Stress relief. Oh, this is stress relief. It's not really mushroom only. Trippy and groovy. That's not what I'm looking for. Mushroom. Creating the art of mushroom coloring book. That's more likely what I was thinking. Look at that. Somebody did it. 62,000 in books. 49. This is a publishing house though, I think. Now, what else? But you see what I'm trying to say? This is self-publishing. It's got 38,000 in books. There you go. Let me have a look at this. Mushroom coloring book for adults. Somebody else had the same idea, and they made it work. That's what I'm trying to say. You can make these weird ideas work easier than a full content. In that sense, yes, I agree. You could. It would be way more difficult to do something like that. Pick up, inventing a new keywords and come up with it. But look at this. 137 reviews, which is very good. So she's got social proof, or he's got social proof. And then it's $5.99 though. It's very low price. But it's got good BSR. It had a good BSR for a long time. Let me see. So it's always been selling. And 38,000 in books. Let's have a look how much this person is making. Just out of curiosity. 8.5. It's 60 pages. And it's been selling for years. For a couple of years. Look. August 2023. So if I go here and I put 8.5 by 11 by 60 pages. So this is 60 pages. We already have 8.5 by 11. Let me have a look. What was that? $5.99, yeah? So $5.99. The royalty is, again, 75. 0.75. You know, it's there. But 38,000 in books. How much is it? 38,000, I guess, is gonna be, yeah, 8 per days. Oh, it's not bad. 8 per days. You ready? You know what I'm trying to say? 0.75 times 8 equal $6 a day, guys. $6 a day. So how many of these low content book you need? $180 per month with this book. So yes, there is money to be made if you want to, but I think it might not worth the effort. But nonetheless, let me just give you some ideas, some food for thought. So you have some different keywords here that you can explore if you want to, and maybe you can have a look from there. Maybe we will carry on doing a few more videos about this, so you can get an overview, panoramic idea. Okay? We'll wrap up this video for the time being, and I'll see you all in the next video. Alright guys, so we're back here. So let me just take some of these off from a previous video of low contents that we were analyzing. So we start fresh from here. Let's have a look at what's happening. So let's use the usual method of going to our bestseller list. See how that works well as well. We go bestseller, Amazon bestseller, and now let's open some categories. Obviously it's going to be something like comic and graphics. No, maybe we can start from this one. Let's have a look at this one. No, actually, let's go back. Let me just have a look into children's book. Yep, let's open this one up. Then we can open, what else? This one might be interesting. Low content. Let's have a look. And maybe this one. So let's open these three and let's have a look. Ironically, let's have a look. Pit Cat, 10,000. Wow. Number 4 in books. This guy's really cracking it, is it? So this is children books. Let's go and open this one. Action and adventure. Let's go niche it down a little bit more So here, what we got? Harry Potter, obviously Harry Potter. How to Catch a Unicorn. To be fair, I'm looking more for coloring books and that kind of thing. These are all fiction books. The Academy. So, no, not a big fan of these. Let's take this out. Let's have a look. Activity, craft, and games. This one might be more likely. Let's have a look. And from there, where we go. How to Catch the Easter Bunny. Stress relief, bold and easy coloring book. There you go. This is what I'm talking about. Around the Farm, number 15 books. Jesus. Difficult riddle for smart kids. That's interesting. Don't push the button and it's the surprise. Painted by stickers. First book. Okay. These are selling very well. I mean, the BSR is so low on these. I don't want to get one of these because I know it's going to be like we were exploring these one earlier. Cozy paint and sticker, rainbow everywhere, 619. Number 9 in children is good to go through though. I spy Easter eggs. This is interesting. Joke books, Dogman. I'm not really inspired by this, to be fair. I want something a little bit. Let me just come up with something. So if, let's have a look at one more activity. Let's have a look at one more subnation, see. What does it tell us? There's a lot. You see how much competition. Like the B are very, very low, but they either have 7,000 reviews. The people like this person here, Coco Y, she only got 79 and she's killing it. But she's a very, very known and established person on this niche. So let's do it my way. So if I put coloring, yeah, let's do coloring book for adults and see where that brings us. So, oh, interesting. Corner, let's tick on our paperback as usual. And let's have a look. Oh yeah, the pattern. Oh, what happened there? Okay. So, leave coloring book, calmness, mindful colorness. Yep, spooky cutie, cozy space. Mandala. Okay, let's try that one. Mandala book. So it's a pattern really for adult. So this is very specific. Look, mandala coloring book for adults. So very specific. Let's have a look. So 6,000 in books, but it's got 5,000 reviews. So this is a big publishing house that is making a lot of money, but it's probably spending a lot of money too. This is a self-publisher, but it's got published from 2019 and it's got 18,000 reviews, guys. 18,000 reviews. What does it tell you? So let's click on paperback to narrow it down a little bit, just in case. This one's 6,000. It's a lot of competition here. It's a lot of competition. 900, 4,000 reviews, 500 reviews, 3,000 reviews. They're all very low BSR, to be fair, but maybe we'll have a look at some other pages along. 300,000 review, BSR. Let's go move on to some pages. Mandala, 597, 16 reviews. There you go. Black Mandalas. This is a second page. Look at that. 97,000 in books. That's not bad. It's selling probably one book per day. And this is 14.94. It's not such of a low content, really. This is a low content. Look. This is a self-publisher. Low content. 60,000 with 114 reviews. It's got a good amount of reviews. Nothing compared to always competition. But this one, again, 100 reviews, 400,000. Let's have a look, scroll down, 59,000, 57,000 with 59 reviews. I see. So this could be a book from one of us. It's in second page at the end of the day. I can't see any sponsoring at the moment here. Yellow Giraffe Publishing. It's a self-publisher though. So look at this. This is interesting. Look at that. This is awful. Like this cover is not great at all. 655 only. 2 reviews. And it's 123,000 in books. So that's a book every couple of days. Not bad. There you go. Now, that's another one. 6. That's not great. This one. Graffiti Mandala coloring book for adult and teens. Look, 2 reviews. 8.99, 74,000. Wow. Now we're talking. That's exactly what I was trying to look for. Something like that. Let's open this up. So this could be a profitable keyword, guys. Profitable within the low content books. You know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about low content book. But since you wanted to me to explore this a little bit, so you have a more panoramic view, not only of the full content like I always say, but also the low content. Now, this one's got 2 reviews only, and it's 59,000, is it? 59,000 in books. So look. No, 74,000, sorry. Still, it's selling 1 copy a day. $8.99, which is probably going to be 2 or 3, maybe $2 of... So, if I take this graffiti coloring books, actually, more than... So, if I put here graffiti coloring books, I'm sure something will come up, hopefully. Let's have a look. Graffiti coloring books. Seems like there's some movement there. Let's have a look. Paperback. I might be wrong. But this is what you can do with these sort of things. Like this one, 12 reviews, $7.99. Ah, it's not selling well. 250,000. But this one is. Look at that. Graffiti coloring books, 26,000. Minelli Press. Oh, I see. Cool. Oh no, this is another one, is it? Where is that gone? That's gone. He gave me some more. Right, so this one, it's got no reviews. It's sponsoring, it's 90,000 in books. It's got no reviews. It's here, page, front page. This one as well, it's got no reviews, 114,000 in books. Self-publisher, like you and me. They're sponsoring, they think they're gonna make some money, these guys. Because otherwise they wouldn't be here. A sneaker, oh, that's another one. That's interesting. I wanna open this in another... Jesus, what's happening? All right, we're back here. For some reason, something happened with my computer, just jammed up a little bit. But anyway, give me a different pages layout. Nonetheless, Graffiti's coloring book. Look, this is sponsoring 2 reviews only from December 2024. It's 267,000 in books, so it's not doing great, but it's selling with a big price for a low content, I have to say. Now, this one is 10,000, but it's got 800 reviews, so we'll leave it aside. This one is 200,000, so it's not great BSR. But I've noticed something interesting here, a little bit lower. Let's have a look. This one the cover is terrible anyway, but it's got only 19 reviews and it's 199,000. Not great. This is a so-so, but it's not self-publisher most likely. So what we got, this is a self-publisher and it's 26,000 in books and it only got 18. A very poor 4.2 ratings and it's got 18 reviews. Let's have a look at this one. That's out of curiosity. 26,000, that's a lot. This one, look, 15. And look at this cover, it's not great either. So 10th of May 2024, so it's been publishing for almost a year. 72,000 in books, 15 reviews only. Let's have a look at that one. So this one, wow, look at this, interesting. So publisher, wow, you can't really understand those A+ content. Yeah, look at this. So this guy's spending some money on some ads and stuff like this. $7.99. He's not making huge money, obviously. He's not making much money because of $7.99, 8.5 by 11. With 100 pages, we notice that probably is going to be $1. And $1 with that BSR, we'll try it. Let's try it do it. 8.5, 100 pages. So 100 pages, 101. It was $6.99. Let me have a look. No, that's another one. $8.99. That's another one again. Sorry. So $7.99 and the BSR is 26,000. So $7.99 here. So he gets $1.95. And the BSR was about 26,000. So 11 copies per day at 195. 195 times 11 equal $21. So this guy, after all that, is bringing home $640 a month, which is not too bad. It's just 26,000 in books. Is very low. And it's interesting that it's only got 18 reviews and bad reviews as well, and it's still selling. Let's have a look at his historical. It's selling a little bit better now, but it never really... So it was doing pretty bad until the end of the year, and then towards December and the new year it got a little bit better. So yeah, so this is reality, really. That's what's happening. So what was that mandala? That came up from Graffiti Coloring Book. This one here, is it? So this one as well, look, 74,000 with 2 reviews only. Wow. So let's have a look if it gives me any suggestion or anything else. Like pop art animals. Oh, that's nice. And it's sponsoring. It's got video ads of some sort. I don't want to click on that. I don't want to give him. But this is the one that we were looking at. Graffiti art. Yeah, well, graffiti street art. It could be something that you might be able to enter into these and make some money, but you know, it's difficult, guys. It's difficult. Like this one, Easter coloring book. Let's try that one. It could be a seasonal keyword. Like this. 1 review. 635 is on the first page. 47. Wow, let's have a look at the BSR. 3,000 in books with 47 reviews from February last year. Wow. You see? This one, 5,000 in books with 28 reviews. Self-publisher, again, Easter coloring books. Then again, we had this conversation about seasonal or evergreen keywords. You know, do a book for Christmas and one for Easter, coloring book. You might be able to enter into this. Look, this is only 32 reviews, 6,000 in books. Obviously, low content, so $7.99. He gets less than $2 per book, but 6,000 is pretty good. This is actually a profitable keyword for low content. The problem is, you try to get in and, you know, find your space without spending too much money into sponsored ads like this guy is doing. So you have to balance it, you know, like the sponsoring ads, it might cost you more than what you're going to bring home. And it might take you months and months and months before you even break even. So it might not be like that, but if you find like, I think if you're very creative, you might be able to come up with a different, you know, like one thing that you can do, you can go on Google and maybe Google up something like list of cute animals. Like if we go here and I go list of cute animals. There you go. So these are cute, but sea otter. Let's say sea otter. If I go here and I go sea otter coloring book, let's see if there's anything in here. Huh, obviously somebody thought about that. Paperback, Bosch. Let's have a look. Not many results. So look if it's profitable. It might not be profitable. In fact, this one is 100,000 in books, which is not great. This is not profitable. That's not particularly profitable. Yep. Let's have a look at that list. What else is there? Fox. Or Picas. Let's try Picas. Or Picas. Not Picas. Rabbit. Let's go here. Picas. Coloring book. So, Picas coloring book. I'm going to wrap it up after this one because I know that I don't want to keep you here forever anyway. So, here we go. Paperback. We are on paperback. Okay. Picas. Let's have a look. 140,000. Not great. Not great. No. Doesn't really. Butterflies. Butterflies. Butterflies is going to be a big one. Let's have a look. That's the thing. You can, you know, you scroll around and you see something interesting. Dreamy girl. That's another one. So, butterflies. Let's try this one. Butterflies coloring books. Okay, go back. Butterflies coloring book. There you go. 600 reviews. A big social proof. 6.99. 10 review. There you go. 10 reviews. Self-publisher. 85,000. 1 copy per day, more or less. With 10 reviews. At 6.99 though. Then you got this one. Whoa, 2,000. But it's been selling for 2-3 years. That's why it's got big social proof. 600. This one, 5,000 in books with 36. It's been selling for a couple of years as well. You see, he always confirmed what I'm saying. You've been publishing on low content book and you've been, you know, after hundreds and hundreds of books, you start making something that is successful. Then you might be able to, but just to come into the self-publishing business and with low content is very hard. It's not impossible, and there is, you know, possibilities here, but it's very hard. Look at this, Pamela Joy. This is not nice. This is this cover. Still, coloring book for kids, 50,000 in books with 13 reviews. Let's open this one as a last, and that's it. Gonna wrap it up. Yep, 13 reviews only, but hey, 2 years. It's been selling for 2 years, you can tell. So again, difficult to come in and crack the egg straight away, but if you got time on your side and you think you're very creative and you think you might come up with something that nobody else did, and or somebody else did but you do it better, and you manage to create maybe a brand or something, well, you might be able to be successful. Okay, I'll explore a few keywords today as well. I hope you got something out of this video as well. Low content books is not as good as full content, obviously. But we'll wrap it up. That's it for today. I'll see you in the next video. So let's have a look from where we left last time. We are in children books. Let's see if we can find some low content from here. So my suggestion, you know what I'm doing normally. Let me just put this up a little bit. You know what I do normally? I just open all the subcategories and I go through some more subcategories and so on. So let's start from the middle. Let's go geography and culture. So look at this one, and then when we open this one from here, we should open all of these as well. Let's have a look. Let's go where we leave. Let's go and have a look at that. Children's book, house and homes. This could be something interesting. Let's have a look at this one. My computer is already complaining. I can hear it. So let's have a look. Let's scroll down this one and we'll just go do one by one this one and we'll see what's happening. I know sometimes it could be a tedious job. That's why I'm always suggesting spend an hour a day at least onto your keyword research. Whatever you're interested on, low content, full content, it's a good habit to get into. So this is interesting. A thank you letter to my homeschool. Let's carry on. Let's go home. Super good. I can't see anything. Inspiring, amazing, good. Let's carry on. The BSR has already started being a bit high here. It won't be much of a profitable niche. So the only one I can see here is this one, which is interesting. So a quick look. 1 ratings, but this is probably not a self-publisher. So look, it's not a self-publisher. So we're gonna take this out. No problem, there's nothing here, so we just move on to the other one. Let's go to farm life. Open this up, go here. Hello farm, 556, 300 reviews. This is what I'm looking for. These BSR are not bad at all, actually. Those tractors, they seems like they're doing very well. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure they'll be like tractors coloring book doing very well. We might gonna type that in now. Horses, that looks interesting too. Actually, let me just open this up. And where were we? Look at this, pigs, 25,000 in books. This is in Kindle, okay, it's not on paperback. I'm not much of an inspired, to be fair. Inspiring horse to, I said inspired, and then let's open this one up. That could be interesting. Willie Nelson, oh, interesting. I think it might be a trademark for that. 400, still the BSR is very low, so let's go to page 2 just to have a look. We open 1 or 2 anyway. We'll have a look. This is, one way or another, you're going to find profitable keywords doing it this way. I know it's going to be time consuming. I get it, but if you want to become good organically without the help of any tools, this is what you have to do, really, from my perspective. So let's scroll down. It's a lot of competition, you see? This is a lot of competition. I always say this. Good night, little farm. That's Kindle Unlimited. Kindle only. Happy Little Farm. John Deere Kids. I wouldn't do that. John Deere, I'm sure they got like some kind of trademark on. So look. Yep, nothing here as well. So we were saying, before I close this down, I want to put tractor coloring books. It's just tractors. Let's have a look at this. And we click on paperback. 7,000 in books. Is he or she is sponsoring. This is 1 million, so that's not great. This is the same one as before. Could open this one actually, just to have a rough idea. Here we got 66,000 in books. That's another one. Could open this up. This looks interesting too. There you go, we found a keyword. Look at that. Oh, this is nice. Tractor Wonders. It's 142,000 though, and it's not doing as good. This one's 72,000 again. 72,000 with no reviews. Oh man. Let's have a look at some of them. Alright, so we opened some of them. Let's have a look. This looks interesting. First one we had to open was this one. Horse Farm Animals. What? So anything to do with animals normally. Oh, that's a Kindle edition. Let's have a look at paperback then. Oh, but this is more of a full content now. I'm not counting. Let's have a look. This is very poor though. The cover is unwatchable. It's got 4 reviews. The title is "My dog could do this way better without the use of AI." My dog could come up with a title that is 7 times better than this one. There is no description. I guess there is no plus content. Jesus. And is okay, well, it's doing very bad in books, in fact. 7 millions. The reason why I click on this one is because it was a Kindle. So in Kindle, it was like rated. But alright, we'll leave that aside. Let's take this out. Normally animals, they're working very well anyway. Look at this. Inspiring Horse. Paperback $8.99. This is probably the highest as you can get for low content books. But what it's doing right is got 62 reviews, fantastic, and 4.8, so that's pretty good. Started off in October, now you're just striving to get 100 and then you'll be fine, my friend. So the cover is nothing to write home about, we know. You can tell, it could have been a little bit more contrast with the colors and everything. Inspiring horse story for pony crazy girls. Good. So this one is 23,000 in books. Not bad. Not bad. And as you can see, there's a lot of horses stuff here. Horses stuff. So this could be a, let's say, horses coloring book. Let's have a look at that. So this is definitely horse stories, horses coloring book. I believe is a profitable keyword. Let's have a look. At least you get something. You've been waiting so long. At least you low content fanatics people, you get some keywords profitable out of this video. Otherwise you're gonna complain, you're spending 20 minutes in a video and you haven't given me much. Right, well let's hope actually. Wonderful Word of Horses coloring book, 5,000. Well, this is not a self-publisher, definitely 100%. So let's have a look. It's competition very high, but look at this. This is good. Self-publisher, 8,000 in books, 164, $7.95. We can open this up. Then what we got? This is not bad as well, although it's got very good social proof. But that should give you some hope. You know, like this one is not doing great, but it's on the first page. This one, look, 99,000 in books. It's not doing great, but it's selling probably a copy a day, which is $8. That's the problem with your low content books. The margin are so low, the cost is so high compared to full content. That's the thing. But this, you could do something. Look at this one, 32 reviews, 45,000 in books. Let's open this one up. And let's open, which one was that? Not this one. This one is selling very well. And that's a self-publisher too. So let's do them both. This, 32 reviews. It's been selling for a couple of years. Jesus, 32 reviews in a couple of years is nothing, man. Just head over to We Ratings and get some reviews, my friend. You're going to sell way better. Mind you, you got 8,000 in books, I believe, is it? Which is very good. Now, I know, 45,000 in books. Yep. Well, 45,000 in books is not too bad. And the problem is, at $6.99, you're not going really far. But you know, this is definitely a keyword that if you do low content, you might be able to enter and do a nice cover with a nice text and a nice description and some A+ content. Seems some of the publisher here, they neglect some A+ contents. Look, all the suggestion underneath here. 22 reviews, 47 reviews. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of competition. Let's have a look at this one. This is the other one. This is the 8,000 in books, is it? I believe this is the one. Nice A+, I don't mind them. Oh, finally somebody who didn't put like editorial reviews. Finally, that's very good. Right, 8,500 in books. Very nice. Been selling for 2 years. Let's have a look at his historical. Pretty solid. Look at that. Pretty solid. Nice. This is a sign for me that it's a profitable keyword. So take pen and paper and put this down. If you're a low content fanatics. There you go. Gone. 1 and 2. So then we add tractors, I believe. John Deere coloring books. So I wouldn't do that. This is selling, obviously, but 7,000 in books. John Deere. I wouldn't put John Deere there. It's clearly a trademark. I wouldn't risk my money on that. But we haven't opened this one for that reason. We opened this one just to see if there was any other one. Yeah, tractor coloring book for toddlers. Look at that. 32 ratings. Only 32 reviews, again, from 2023. What's wrong with these people? Yeah, they could jack up their social proof so much. But obviously, I know what is wrong. There's nothing really wrong. It's just that at $4.99, they can't afford. They're staying poor. They're not going to get money. 66,000 in books. Is selling 3-4 books a day. It's about $5. Imagine it's $20 after Amazon took their cut. It's probably $4 left or $5 left. So, but obviously, this could be highly improved. This 66 BSR. Let's have a look at the historical. Yeah, ups and down, but it's always doing clearly around that, apart from the beginning. So here, the cover is not even too bad, to be fair. It's pretty simple. Maybe you can test another cover and change the design a little bit. The title is not too bad for what it is. The social proof is good, 4.8, but it's only 32. So if you get, you see all your competitors, they got hundreds and hundreds. If you get up to hundreds reviews, then you can put this price up a little bit more, and the combination of the two, it might bring you down this BSR to even 20,000. You get me? So this is what I would do here. But tractor coloring books, it definitely, there is some market for that. That's another one. Look at this. Molly Schools, 24 reviews. Been selling from 2 years in the last 2 years as well. Not much, but been selling. 28,000, better than the other one, definitely. I scroll down, let's have a look. A plus content, yep. Not bad. Independently published, look at that. Boom. Oh, it's got even a video ads. That's good. Video reviews, look at that. That's nice. That's a nice video ad. Wow. By the way, We're Ratings, they do video ads as well. Just ask. Now, this is interesting. So we're gonna take this out. Tractors, coloring book, we got it. Horses, coloring book, we got it. That's another one. Tractor coloring books. Not bad. You see, this looks like a John Deere, but it's not a John Deere. And it doesn't say John Deere anywhere. So, this is a little bit smarter. 74,000 in books. Not great. Especially with this price. But hey, it's on its way there. Good. The amazing thing about this is that he's got no reviews. That's the reason why I open it. He's got no reviews, guys. Imagine this guy is at 72,000 BSR and he's got no reviews. Imagine if he had 50 reviews before he started publishing his paperback. You launch the Kindle and try to get 100 reviews or 50 reviews or something. At least 20, 30 reviews. And then publish your paperback and switch on your ads. You'll be rocking rather than 72,000 at 6.99. You're selling one copy a day and it stays with you 75 cents. So nonetheless, that's not bad. Tractor coloring books, that's another one that I open up again. 4.8, 33 reviews. Yes, self-publisher. Oh no, this is not a self-publisher actually. I opened this up because it said John Deere. I remember now. Still, I wouldn't do that with that John Deere thing there. Now, so let's have a look. Where were we? We're here. Let's go to travel. Let's have a look at that one. We close this one here. And we close the horses that we said they're profitable. On the plane. Let's have a look at this. 3,000 in books. Wow, very good. 5,000. The numbers here are astonishing. If this were a full content book, they were making thousands per day. Thousands. Let's have a look. I'm not really much inspired. Where is Waldo? I'm not much inspired by these. Go planes go. The train. Oh, train coloring books, I guess. How train works. Look at that. Hey, give me just out of curiosity. Now, ultimate road trip activity book. Oh, this might be interesting. Let's open this up. What else we got here? Lonely Planets has nothing to do with us. Unfortunately, Mission Rome. Big Tourist. Hey, kids. Plane and trains. So I guess it looks like to me like plane and trains are doing very well. Let's go. Airplane activity book. What's that gonna be like? Let's open this up. Plane activity books. This is not self-publisher, I guess. Yeah, it's not. Airplane activity book. It might be a good keyword. Let's have a look. So a quick look. Bosch. Airplane activity book. Let's click on paperback. So we have this, which is a self-publisher. 2,000. Wow, this is good. 89,000. Nothing to write home about, but 14 reviews, man. So let's have a look. Preschool activity book, ultimate puzzle challenge. Wow. So this one, 35,000. Travel coloring book. Airplane activity book. That's the one I was talking about. 52. So let's see if there's anything else related or similar to that. Plane activity book. Little airport. Wow. And it's not $2.50. I mean, what's the royalties gonna be with this one? $2.50, man. How can you sell? Why would you be bothered to do that? That's my thing. Why would you be why would you do that? It doesn't seem like it's like some hit and miss. Like this one, 120,000 with 2 reviews only. BSR, some of them are okay, but majority of them are not great. But there is one guy here, which is this one, is because it's crossword, Sudoku, and all that stuff. So, activity books, yep. So included maze, word searches, Sudoku, crossword, and more. So that's another thing. You can lose yourself into that sort of things as well. There is website that they help you to do these. You don't have to come up on your own. You follow a simple path and you'll be able to make a maze or Sudoku and personalize that on your. So that's an alternative that you can do. Again, very tedious, very time spent, time to travel far away. Nonetheless, you know, $5.99, and it's got very low BSR, 2,487. Let's have a look how much it's making. 2,487. 2,487 is 75 copies per day. It's a lot. Oh, that's not the one. Where is it? I'm getting confused. Oh, yeah. So at $5.99, 6 by 9, 85 pages, $5.99, 6 by 9. Let's see. It's $1.29 times 75. So it's making $96 a day at the end of the day. We don't know how much you spend in ads, but this is selling good. $2,900. This is a low content book that works, obviously. But it's different. You got mazes, word search, Sudoku, crossword. So it's an activity book. So we put airplay. If we put animals, this is how you jam all together. You see? Ocean, animals, activity. All right, let's have a look. Let's go paperback. Cool, animal. That's National Geographic. We're not interested. Felicity, French. Oh, the BSR is not great. Ocean, animals. That's not bad, but it's not a self-publisher. Animals activity books. Look at this. 2000. You see the competition? You see how much competition you have, guys. This is a publisher, but it's 1 million in books. So if you niche it down more and more, obviously, maybe let's put wild animals activity book for kids. Let's go specific. Let's see what's happening. Wild animal books for kids. That's the one. Yeah, look at that. 50 animals coloring books. 4,000. This is sponsor and it's 4,000 in books, and it's got a very good social proof. It's been doing it for a couple of years and it's been selling probably. So this is probably making some money. $7.99. This has got way too high, too many. This is a publishing house, obviously. This one looks like a publishing house too. This is a publishing house. 28,000. This one. Wild animal dot to dot fun. So this is more of an activity. So yeah, there's some other stuff that you can do here, obviously. So wild animals activity book for kids doesn't seem to be too much profitable, or if there is, this guy's making a lot of money, but he's been there for a couple of years already and is sponsoring. So if you want to enter into this niche, that's another one here. 200 people, 200 reviews. You need to come in, you know, not with 1 or 2 reviews. You need to come in with some nice social proof, a good content book, a good product page, good cover, good title. Formula is always the same. If you do follow the formula, you shouldn't have much problem making some money. The problem is you might put a lot of effort into do something like this for peanuts. It's $547. Look, $599. It's not great, is it? One more time, let me have a look. So wild animals, if I put coloring book rather than activity books. Let's have a look at that. Just out of curiosity. Okay, look at that. 31,000, 18,000. This is bestseller, 18,000. Self-publisher, 77 reviews. That's not bad. This one, Wild Animals Coloring Book, that's another one. Book 1 of 3. Nice, 47 reviews only. This is more likely. See, some of them, they selling more if they're like activity book, like Sudoku and stuff like this. Some others, they selling more if they are coloring. So what you can do, actually, you can explore different keywords just by interchanging and connecting those words, like for beginners, for kids, for adults, activity book, coloring book, and then all the animals categories that you can, wild animals, tractors, trains, airplane, anything that, these are just non-stress books. So 48,000, look at this. 800, social proof. This one's got 1 review, look at that. It's not doing great, obviously, but it's got 1 review. And it's on the first page of this. 4,000 in books, look at that. So let's open one up just out of curiosity. I just want to see. This one is doing very well. Wild animal. The choice of color is not the greatest from my perspective for this, but it is a coloring book, I guess. And it's priced at $7.99, which is just borderline how much you can charge. No bleed pages. Every coloring page is followed by a black page to prevent ink from leaking through. That's nice. He must have done his research well. 18,000 in books, look. Not bad. At 7.99. We calculate by 8.5 by 11 by 71, and is what, 71 pages. Sorry, 7.99. So this is 7.99, 71 pages, 8.5 by 11. So he's bringing home $1.95. We don't know how much he's making in ads, obviously. And we said it was 18,000 in books, is it? Roughly. So 15 per day at 195. $30 per day. It's not great, but $850, $900 per month. If this guy is spending half of it in ads, it might work. It seems like he's got another 3 books. If they're all doing the same, or if they're all doing more or less. Let's have a look. Part of coloring books. So these are the one probably. The product and never's been in stock since we start tracking it. So these are the 3. Annie Smith. Let's have a look at the other 2. This one is doing 387,000, so it's not selling as good, I'm afraid. And that was the dinosaur. And this Wild Animals, so look at this paperback, 500,000. So still, it's not going to sell. So the main seller is this other book here, the one with the lion. I should tell you, is it? So this is just a different cover, really. Wild Animals, dinosaur. So the covers really means a lot. Anyway, we'll wrap it up, guys. So you got a few possibility of a profitable keyword for low content here. We can carry on exploring a few more. But you know my score about it. I'm not a big fan of low content. The system to find keywords is more or less the same. And the actual product page, the quality of your product page is going to be the same. Like your cover, your title, your social proof, your reviews, your description, very important. Then you got A plus and so on. So, all right, I think we can wrap this up for today. I'll see you all in the next video. All right, so back with where we left. So I'll tell you what, we're going to use BookBeam now just to spice up the thing and see if he can find it. Now, BookBeam sometimes is very good, especially for full content. is huge, it's amazing, it's very nice. Low content, I'm not sure because I'm not using it very much. So we can have a look at now. Remember, guys, we have a discount code for BookBeams. I might leave the link somewhere around this video so you can use it as well. So if I go to BookBeam, first of all, we're just going to keep the US market. Yes, why not? Now we're gonna do self-publisher only, bestseller rank. We want something profitable, so let's stay around, I don't know, 40,000, 40, 50,000. Let's go 50,000. I'll leave this one here. It doesn't really matter. Ratings 1 to 5. Number of ratings. Now, if we're talking about self-publisher, let's stay nice and low. Let's go 110, something like this. Price. So we're gonna go to, obviously a low content, it can't be priced too much. So let's go to $9. Now, categories. I could get them all, but if I get them all, then you got all the non-fiction really. So what really the categories is gonna be like children's book, obviously. Craft and hobbies, education and teaching, most likely. Mystery, thriller and suspense, maybe. What we got? 3, 4, one more. Teens, I guess. We can do that, or even sports and outdoor. No, well, teens, it doesn't allow me to do 5. So we'll try with this. So age 1, 0 plus 60, yeah, that's fine. We're not going to put any more filters. Should we get, let's go. Let's have a look. See what it come up with. We got some stuff. Let's have a look. So, Happy Easter coloring book. Now, we know this. Oh, we can open this one up. We already checked this anyway. Sprint coloring books. That's interesting too. Interesting. With only 12 reviews. Look at this. Very nice. Dot Makers Activity Book Letters. 44 reviews. Wow. Garden Corners. Easter coloring book. We already. Easter gift for baby boys. Easter Bible. Can you guess that we're around Easter time? Well, at the moment, this is a very good example. The moment I'm recording this, we are just before Easter. And guess what? There's a lot of things seasonal that works in Easter. So you might be able to take advantage of yourself as well. Assistant Principal Coloring Book. You know what that means? but it's got no... Wow, let's open this up just to curious. Let's start with these and have a look what's happening. So, assistant coloring book. What's this? Paperback. It's been published for just about a month. And it's 2,000 in books and it's got no reviews. Oh, come on. Independently published. Wow. So, assistant principal. What would that be? Let me have a look at read sample. What's happening? Only the strongest women become assistant principal. Look at this. This is great. This is nice. I like it. Pretty simple, is it? Late again. I'm shocked. Sarcasm is my second language. This is very nice. Good idea. So let me see if I go assistant principal coloring book, if he's a key. This can't be a keyword, really. I don't think it's a keyword. It's just this guy. He just had a fantastic idea. Oh no, actually, there is something assistant principals really wants to. 6,000 in books. Self-publisher. Jesus, we found a very fantastic keyword here. Oh man, look what I'm giving away. This is nice. 25 reviews only. 6,000 in books. This one has got no reviews. 2,000 in books. Thing assistant principal really wants to say but can't. 15,000 in books. This is a wonderful keyword. Very nice. I would have never expected that. You see, I'm not into really low content book, but this excites me now. Interesting. Let me open this up. Very nice. Social worker. That's not. Things I want to say at work, but I can't. This is interesting too. I am an assistant principal, not a magician, but I understand your confusion. 19,000. Wow. Everybody's rocking on this. I need to write this down as well. You never know. I might start doing some low content books. Look at this. 1 review from 2023. Honestly, I haven't prepared this. And I've never seen this keyword, to be fair. It's just, I'm not bothered with this kind of stuff. So normally I don't really... I'm just start doing videos now, and obviously some people ask me about low content stuff, and I just realized, obviously if you do your calculation, you do your math, even with this very nice and low BSR, you're not going to make much money. But if you are a fanatic, if you're a low content Nazi, call it, sorry, I hope nobody gets offended, but if you're a low content fanatics, and this is the keyword that you want to publish on. Let me just open one up. Let's have a look. Thing assistant principal really wants to say but can't. 3 reviews from 2 years, and it's still 15,000 in books. Let's have a look at the historical here. Obviously ups and down. Maybe it's not doing ads or something, because that makes more sense. It's never really been selling. It looks like it's selling very well now at the moment, but it hasn't really been selling too much. That put it more under perspective. Let's have a look at the historical of this one then. This is better than the other one in terms of selling, although it's not been selling for 2 years. Wow, I'm amazed. 30,000 in books. Very nice. So there's a lot of self-publisher here, and there's not many results. Everything ticks the box here. Phew. There you go, guys. Just right off the bat. Thing assistant principal really wants you to say but can't. Wow. All right. We got one straight away. So thank you, Massimo. Thank you. No problem. Let's have a look at another one. This was large spring coloring books. This is nice as well. 1,000. So I think anything to do with any season will do. Like spring coloring books. Let's have a look at that. Cozy spring. Look at that. Let's go paperback, just to not get confused. Look at this. 8,000 in books. 4 reviews. 8,000. 6,000. 69 reviews. This one is selling 9,000 in book with 1 review. A bad score as well. 3 out of 5. Come on. Well, a couple of things here. One, can you see the power of BookBeam if you put the right filters? Number 1. Number 2, hey, you, low content fanatics. I'm not one of them, so I'm not into that. But look at this. Hello Spring Coloring Book. 13 reviews. Bad reviews. 4 out of 5. I consider that bad. 95,000. It's selling 1 copy a day. Yep, that's another one. So spring coloring book. Let's move on and use our intellect and try summer coloring book. There you go. This summer fun. That will get even more. Let's have a look. Paperbacks. This summer funky and easy coloring book. 32 reviews. Look at that. Let's have a look at his BSR. Might be something. 70,000 is not too bad, actually. It's not too good, sorry. But this one, look at this. 9,900 in books with one review. 5-star review, but one review. Come on. Let me open this up. Let me have a look. What's happening here? CC Slay. Probably, my theory about this. March 2025. Maybe she or he's somebody that's got tons and tons of coloring books and people follow him or her because of all the other books that he's or she's got. Let's have a look. CC Slay. Whatever her name is. Top CC Slay's title. There you go. She's got loads of other books. And you know, it's not gonna be that easy. Come on, it's not gonna be that easy with one review. Do you know? But it's possible if you do your homework, if you do your thing properly. Let's have a look. 28. That's another self-publisher. 4,900. 4,591. Yeah, could be nice and profitable as well. I have to say, you got competition obviously, but hey, if you are a low content fanatic and you want to look at this, 2 reviews, bad reviews. Oh well, it's 500, it's not great. But this one, 27,000, 120, 17,000 with 2 reviews. You know, explore some other titles from BookBeam. Summer Fun, we said it's okay. Thank you. Oh, this is this is just proper. I really like that. Now, Happy Easter. We know that. We know this. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one. Now, you know what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be start opening these and see. Top Veronica titles, yeah. All of them that they're making good money or they're making, you know, good profit out of it, they're most likely somebody that is established, has been doing it for years, maybe for the last 2, 3, 4 years, and they have a kind of a follow. Now, this doesn't mean that you won't be able to do that. It's just going to take you way more time and effort into that. That's why I'm not considering low content books. Anyway, let's carry on here. What we got? Easter Vehicle, Comfy Girl, Bold and Easy Coloring Bold. Let's have a look. Next page. Okay, let's start from here. Easter again. Easter, Flower and Plants, Bold and Easy Coloring. Try not to laugh. Easter Challenger, Easter. It's a lot of things regarding Easter. It's good though, because you get an idea of what's happening. Coloring books for boys. Yeah, that could be a nice keyword. Let's open this up. Castle autograph book for girls. Quacky Days. Duck coloring book. Really? No way. Let me open this up as well. And I wanted to open that other one. Try not to laugh. Must be an interesting one as well. Try not to laugh challenge. And flower and plants. My computer is gonna complain big time. My computer is gonna cry now. Too much stuff open. Okay, try this one. Coloring books for boys. 7 ratings, 763, and it's 4,000 in books. Doing very well. So let me just have a look. Coloring book for boys. First of all, actually, I'll tell you what. Let's have a look. This is a self-publisher, is it? We'll just double check. Because now, yeah, it's a self-publisher. Now, if I click on them, there you go. It's got a series of stuff. Oh, books. Look at that. Now, they're not all of them making good money, but it looks like it's doing pretty well. Look at that. Up to here is 70,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's got 7 books that they're profitable, this guy. 7 books. And the others, they hit and miss. You know, they're probably on their way there or something. So remember that. I'm showing you all these, and yes, they are profitables, but you know, there is some variables. So coloring books for boys. Let's have a look. Awesome coloring books. So look at this. Paperback. Yeah, very low BSR. Not many self-publisher. Sneaker design. This one is an interesting one. Let me open this up. Or the sneaker. I don't know if it could be a trademark. It could be a trademark. Wild animals. We checked that before, remember? That could be a profitable keyword, definitely. Food and drink and sweets. Bold and easy coloring book. We had a look at that before. It's selling so well as well. And we knew that it was... So, yeah, this is more of a generic, really. Coloring books for boys. So, I wouldn't really... I will have to dig a little bit deeper. I'll have to dig a little bit deeper into it. So, let's go back one notch. Coloring book for boys. Okay, let me open this one up. Sneaker design. Sneaker design coloring book. Let's have a look. This one. I've seen it before around. So I'm amazed about a couple of things. One, that is probably not a trademark, but I don't know. Isn't it Nike called them a sneaker or something? I don't know. I'm not a big me and fashion. Although I'm Italian, me and fashion we go two different separate ways. To be fair. So 4,000 in books though, self-publisher with 300 reviews, not bad. This guy is 150,000 in books. He's sponsoring, and he only got two. Like, why would you do that? This is what I'm trying to say. Why would you pay a sponsor ads with only two reviews? If you make an investment into this, why don't you you try to get some more reviews before you do publish your paperback and you do your sponsors? The ads working in a way that if you, they're either gonna push you up big time or they're gonna push you down big time. So chances are, if you only got two reviews, yes, you got 5-star reviews, it looks like. But man, you want to try to get at least 20 before you start, I think. Especially if there's a lot of competition. You got 1,000 results here. Anyway, you are 149,000 in books. You're selling probably one copy every 2-3 days at $9.99. So I don't think you making profit at the moment. But look at this. 43,000 in books, this guy. Self-publisher. 2 reviews as well. $9.99. Here the prices are a little bit higher. So it's a kind of in between full content and low content. You can probably ask for a little bit more. Me personally, I will never publish on this. Look at this, a sneaker with a Nike sign. Good luck dealing with Nike if something happened. So anyway, let's take this out. I'm not interested. Sorry. Let's move on to another one that we open up. Coloring book for boys. That was that. Now we got Quacky Days, a cute duck coloring book. Let's have a look at that. That might be interesting. Duck coloring book. So look at this. Quacky Days, paperback. I'm just finding keywords just like this, is it? 5,000 in books. Look, 10 reviews. Where are all these mentors that are saying that keywords they're not there anymore? They're just difficult and there's too much. Look at this, 23,000 with 20 reviews. 23,000. 3 reviews, 48,000. Sassy ducks. Look at this. Cute ducks. So we said that before. Anything that sounds cute is probably going to be very good at coloring book or a crossword or something like that, or any activity book of that sort. So obviously ducks are very cute, are they? These are martial arts duck. Look at that. Fantastic. I love this. Very nice. 113,000. I just want to open this up, not for any other reason. I've seen a duck with a kimono and a black belt. Look at that. Interesting. Funny. It's not a great cover, to be fair, but it is a great idea, I have to say. It's nice. $7.99, 1 review, and what is the BSR? 113,000, so it's not really selling much. But it was funny. But this could be definitely a profitable keyword if you come in and you do your job properly. Maybe you'll have to do 4 or 5 different books, to try compete with a competition and sponsor, in various other way, try to create a brand or something. But it's doable. It's just going to take you way more time and for less money, because as you know, you selling something at $7.99 and another guy is selling it at $20. You're going to get $1 royalties or $1.50, and the other guy is going to get $8 or $9. So that's the problem. That's the reality with low content books. But this tells you that there is profitable keywords there for that as well. It's just how the word profitable is perceived, how profitable it is. Quacky Days. This is another keyword anyway. Write that down, guys. So let's have a look at this one. Try not to laugh. Easter challenge. This is an Easter challenge. So I guess it's a seasonal one. But probably if we just put try not to laugh challenge without Easter, you might have something a little bit more. Let's go to paperback. Something a little bit more evergreen. Would you rather try not to laugh challenge? Would you rather? That's interesting. Very nice. So this is a self-publisher. Oh, this cover is awful. That's not nice at all. The only good thing is the cat laughing, really, but it's very bad. The choice of color and everything. Nonetheless, 79,000 in books. 1 copy per day is selling it. At $6.99 though, you're not going much further. This one, we said that's the one that we were looking at. So it will be difficult to get into this keyword, but it's possible. Look at this, 3,000 with 50 reviews. Try not to laugh out loud challenge, 100,000. This cover is not too bad. 100,000 with 230 reviews. Wow, something not right there. Maybe he's not doing the ads or he's not doing it properly. Look at this keyword, in fact. Look at this cover. Awful. And 600,000 in books, not great. So it's a miss. Don't particularly like that one too much. But we already find the winner at the beginning anyway. So let's move on to flower and plants. Let's have a look at this. Flower and plant coloring book. Now they put some flavor here, which is bold and easy. But if we just put flower and plant coloring books and we go to paperback, this person is always here. Mika Rio, is it? Where is she? Mika Rio or Mika Rio, whatever it is. So very successful publisher here. Self-publisher, very successful, most likely Japanese or some sort. Flower and Plants, look at this one. 17,000 in book, 45 reviews. So look at this. The cover is nothing to write home about. Actually, it's pretty poor from my perspective, if you ask me. Look at that. Ooh. And 6th of November. Wow. Scroll down. A+ content. Not bad. What they are. Independently published. Yes. 17,000. Not bad, is it? 17,000 in books. It's a shame that it's $6.99. Let's have a look how much he's making. 106 pages at $6.99. 106 pages, $6.99. 8.5 by 11 paperback. $1.35. Man. $1.35, and the BSR is what we said? 17,000, is it? Let me just double check. 17,000 at $1.35. So that's gonna be the same, more or less. 16 per day at $1.35. 16 times $1.35 equal $21 per day. $650. They are money, I get it, but the time you spent making this book and the effort and the ads that you need to probably spend at the beginning to get it right there, get your reviews, you're going to invest time and money into this if you want to have it appearing in the first page like this guy is doing, or this person is doing anyway. So does it really worth it? I don't know. It depends. If you got loads of time in your hands, if you're a very creative person, if you can do that all on your own and you think you're good at, and you can do it quickly, follow the same principle though. Cover, very important. Title, subtitle, description, reviews, very important. And still, even for your low content books, you'll have to do your buyer persona. You'll have to do your market research and make sure you can't just improvise and do, oh, let's do this. I think is going to work. No, follow the data. All right. Anyway, listen, we're going to wrap this up. I just gave you a few of these low content ideas, I guess. I don't want to spend too much time. Let me know if you're interested in any more of these videos. For the time being is everything. So we'll wrap it up. See you all in the next video.